Ranger Joe here at New River State Park up in the northwest corner of North Carolina. Today we're going to be talking about the sound that you hear around us right now. Those are cicadas. Now, every year we've got some cicadas that come out, and you might hear some, but they're green and they're called annual cicadas. But the ones you hear all around us right now are called periodical cicadas. And this particular one is called Brood 9, and it's up in the northwest corner of North Carolina, the southwest corner of Virginia, and a little part of West Virginia as well. And these are 17-year cicadas. So what that means is they stay in the ground about 8 inches under the surface of the soil, and they stay there for 17 years. So this is 2020. And so the last time these guys were out were 17 years ago. So it's been 17 years since you've been able to stand here and hear this, what we're hearing right now. So let me show you. The cicadas, a lot of times this time of year, this is what you'll see on many plants, maybe around your yard or around the woods here. This is their nymph stage. This is what they look like down under the ground. This is just the exoskeleton. But they're underground in this stage for 17 years. And then about this time of year, it's early June, the ground warms up enough, has to be about 64 degrees, 8 inches deep, for them to start emerging. And they crawl out. They'll crawl up some herbaceous material or the side of a tree, and you'll see these attached. And then they split in the back, and out comes the adult cicada. And when they come out, let me show you what they look like. I've got one here. So they're not green like our annual cicadas. They're black. And they've got those red eyes. And their wings have that orange on them. Just a fascinating looking little creature. These are the periodical cicadas up here of Brood 9. And this is what you're hearing up in the trees. Hope you got a good look at them. So what they do is when they come out as adults and they spread their wings and they dry off enough, and that's why they're black, they've got that color to help them warm up and dry off, they fly up to the tops of the trees, and what you're hearing are the males that are trying to attract the females for mating. And they'll do this for a few weeks. Females will lay their eggs up in the treetops. They hatch out into a small nymph, and they drink some of the liquid from the leaves, and they'll make their way back to the ground where they go 8 inches deep, and they'll sit there for another 17 years. So again, this is the only time that you'll be able to hear this particular species, this Brood 9 that's up here, for the next 17 years. Now I've heard some people call these locusts. They're not locusts. Locusts look more like a grasshopper. And if you want to hear these guys, you need to come out during the daytime. So they like the treetops and the warm sun, so you'll hear them during the daytime right now. Let's listen for a little bit longer. So you can hear them. There's actually millions of them in this area that all hatch out within this few week period to come up, mate, produce young, and then they die off. And then those young crawl down in and wait for another 17 years. So if you get the opportunity in the next couple weeks, come on out in this area, hike through the woods, and just listen for these guys. It's the only chance you'll get for another 17 years up here.